the number of people showing income more than 50 lakhs in the entire country is only 1.72 lakhs. We contrast this that in the last 5 years, more than 1.25 crore cars have been sold. And the number of Indian citizens who traveled abroad, either for business or tourism, was 2 crores in the year 2015. From all these figures, we can conclude that we are largely a tax non-compliant society. The predominance of cash in our economy makes it possible for people to evade taxes.
আমাদের বোঝাই যাচ্ছে অর্থমন্ত্রী যেটা বলছেন যে প্রচুর মানুষ তারা ট্যাক্স ফাঁকি দেন এবং প্রকৃত এবং সৎ করদাতাকে উৎসাহ দেওয়ার জন্য তিনি প্রকল্প ঘোষণা করতে চলেছেন।
After demonetization, the preliminary analysis of the data received in respect of deposits made in the old currency presents a revealing picture.
বিমুদ্রাকরণের পরে যে সংখ্যা সেটাও আশ্চর্যজনক পরিস্থিতি তৈরি করছে।
Deposit between rupees 2 lakhs and 80 lakhs was made in 1.09 crore bank accounts. And that was an average deposit of rupees 5.03 lakhs. Deposits of more than 80 lakhs was made in 1.48 lakh bank accounts. That the average size of the deposit was 3.31 crores. This data mining will help us immensely in expanding the tax net as well as increasing the revenues, which was one of the objects of
বিমুদ্রাকরণের পরে বিভিন্ন খাতে টাকা জমার যে পরিমাণ তা একটা অদ্ভুত পরিস্থিতি তৈরি করেছে এবং অর্থমন্ত্রী তার পরিপ্রেক্ষিতে কর কাঠামো ঘোষণা করতে চলেছেন।
Of our government is to eliminate black money component from the economy. We are
কালো টাকা অর্থনীতি থেকে দূর করা প্রয়োজন, তার কারণেই
administration more fair and expand
কর
the tax base
কাঠামো
of the country.
কর ব্যবস্থাপনা আরো স্বচ্ছ হওয়া প্রয়োজন।
This approach will change the color of money. नई दुनिया है, नया दौर है, नई है उमंग। नई दुनिया है, नया दौर है, नई है उमंग। कुछ थे पहले के तरीके तो कुछ हैं आज के रंग ढंग। रोशनी आके अंधेरों से जो टकराई है, काले धन को भी बदलना पड़ा आज अपना रंग। The net tax revenue of 2013-14 was 11.38 lakh crores. This grew by 9.4% in 14-15 and 17% in 15-16. As against an RE of 2016-17, we will end the year with a higher growth rate of 17% for the second year in a row. 2 साल लगातार 17% increase है. Because of serious efforts made by the government,
সরকারের পক্ষ
the
থেকে
rate of growth in advance tax,
কর
personal
এবং
income tax
অগ্রিম কর সংগ্রহ বেড়েছে
of the current financial year
পর 2 বছর 17% হিসাবে।
34.8%। मैडम, ये डिमोनेटाइजेशन का भी असर है कि पर्सनल इनकम टैक्स लोगों को ज्यादा डिस्क्लोज करना पड़ रहा है। 34.8% इंक्रीज इस देश के इतिहास में कभी नहीं हुआ।
38% কর আয় বৃদ্ধি পেয়েছে।
My tax proposal in this budget is to stimulate growth, relief to the middle class, affordable housing, curb black money, promote digital economy, bring transparency in political funding, and simplification of tax administration. Measures for promoting affordable housing in the real estate
রাজনৈতিক
sector.
দল
In my
স্বচ্ছতা
budget proposals last year, I had announced a scheme for profit-linked income tax exemption for promoters of affordable housing scheme, which has received a very good response. However, in order to make this scheme more attractive, I propose certain changes in the scheme. First of all, instead of a built-up area of 30 and 60 square meters, the carpet area of 30 and 60 square meters will now be counting. इससे 30% size बढ़ जाता है affordable housing का. Also, the 30 square meter will apply only in case of municipal limits of 4 metropolitan cities, while the rest of the country, including the peripheral areas of metros, limit of 60 square kilometers will apply. In order to be eligible, the scheme 60 square meter, I'm sorry, I stand corrected, 50 meters will apply. In order to be eligible, the scheme was to be completed in 3 years after commencement. I now propose to extend it to 5 years. At present, the houses which are unoccupied after getting a completion certificate are subject to tax at a notional rental income. For builders for whom constructed buildings are stock in trade, I propose to apply this rule only after 1 year at the end of the year when the completion certificate is received, so that they can get some breathing time for liquidating their inventory. We also propose to make a number of changes in the capital gain tax provision in respect of land and building. The holding period for considering gain from immovable property will be in the long term is 3 years. This is now proposed to be reduced to 2 years.
দীর্ঘকালীন মুনাফার ক্ষেত্রে 3 বছর থেকে 2 বছর
to 1/4/2001 for all classes of assets, including immovable property. This move will significantly reduce the capital gains tax liability while encouraging mobility of assets. We also plan to extend the basket
কর
of
সূচকের
financial instruments to
যে
which the
নির্ধারণ
capital gains
বছর
can be invested
সেটাকেও পরিবর্তন
without
করা
payment
হলো
of tax. For joint development agreements signed by the development of property, the liability to pay capital gains tax will arise only in the year the project is completed.
যে বছর প্রকল্প শেষ হবে সে বছরই মূলধনের লাভের উপর কর ধার্য করা হবে
by an innovative land pooling mechanism without use of the Land Acquisition Act. I propose to exempt capital gains tax persons holding land from 2/6/14, the date on which the state of Andhra was reorganized and whose land is pooled for the creation of capital city under the government scheme. A concessional withholding rate of 5% is being charged on interest earned by foreign entities in the external commercial borrowings or in the bonds in government securities. This concession is available till 30th June 2017. I propose to extend it till 30th June 2020. This benefit is also extended to the rupee denominated masala bonds.